Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this afternoon's weather update. So we have a very dangerous and historic heat wave that is currently baking areas of the Midwest and the Northeast today and over the next couple of days. And we have widespread heat advisories in effect across portions of Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and even portions of western Massachusetts and Connecticut in the orange shaded areas. And we have excessive heat warnings in areas of northeastern Indiana, south or northwest Ohio, western Pennsylvania, as well as much of New Hampshire and southeastern Maine in the pink colors. Taking a look at some of these excessive heat warnings around Fort Wayne, Indiana. Excessive heat warning. What dangerously hot conditions with heat index values of 95 to 102 degrees through Friday. Low temperatures in the 70s at night will provide little relief from the heat. Where portions of northern Indiana and northwest Ohio. When until 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Friday. Impacts extreme heat and humidity will significantly increase the potential for heat-related illnesses, particularly for those working or participating in outdoor activities. So if you live in northeastern Indiana, northwest Ohio, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, staying inside during the hottest part of the day, and staying in the shade when possible. We have an excessive heat warning for Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania as well. What prolonged dangerous hot conditions are likely? Heat index values ranging between 105 to 110 degrees are expected during the day. Little relief will be observed at night, with temperatures ranging between 70 to 75 degrees. This is very dangerous heat for this area of the country, as areas in the Northeast and Midwest are not used to this kind of heat. Where Beaver, Fayette, Washington, Allegheny, Butler, and Westmoreland counties. When until 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Saturday. Impacts heat-related illnesses increase significantly during extreme heat and high humidity events. So make sure you're staying indoors during the hottest part of the day, drinking plenty of water if you live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then looking up towards areas of southeastern New Hampshire and Maine. I mean, this is crazy what we're about to see here. What dangerously hot conditions with heat index values up to 105 in New Hampshire and Maine. Where portions of south central, southwest, and western Maine, central, northern, and southern New Hampshire. When until 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this evening. Impacts heat-related illnesses increase significantly during extreme heat and high humidity events. So if you live, especially across southeastern New England or even eastern New England, in New Hampshire and Maine, this kind of heat is very unusual. So you make sure you're taking this very seriously if you live across New Hampshire and Maine, as we're going to be seeing historic heat over the next few days. We have a whole bunch of heat advisories across the Northeast and Midwest. We're going to take a look at some of these as well. Looking at Detroit, we have a heat advisory for heat index values up to 100 in portions of southeastern Michigan until 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Thursday. Looking around central Ohio, around Columbus, we're going to have heat index values of around 100 degrees until 8 p.m. Saturday. Looking around Cincinnati, also heat index values of around 100 degrees until 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Saturday. So very dangerous heat ongoing across the Ohio Valley. Looking across central Pennsylvania, we have heat advisories for heat index values up to 100 degrees for central Pennsylvania until 8 p.m. on Saturday. Looking in towards Philadelphia and New York City, major cities, we have the potential for heat index values up to 96 degrees and even 105 degrees for portions of northern Delaware, New Jersey, and southeastern Pennsylvania. So very dangerous heat for my friends in the Northeast. Going up towards Rochester, New York, heat index values in the lower 100s this afternoon and around 100 Thursday afternoon for the Genesee Valley and northern Fingers Lake until 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Thursday. Looking at Albany, New York, heat index values of 95 to 104 degrees until 8 p.m. Thursday. And then looking at areas of northern New England, heat advisory 4 heat index values up to 100, with localized heat index values up to 105 for all of Vermont and or New York until 8 p.m. Thursday. So make sure you're preparing for this historic and dangerous life-threatening heat if you live across the Northeast for the next 2 to 4 days. Thanks for watching today's weather update. Please stay safe and hydrated, and have a wonderful day, my friends.